Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler with me, Herd 37. Well, we've got two planes, two of the 737s. One is in Wichita. I actually can't think of it off the top of my head where the other one is. Oh, that's right, Jacksonville. I was actually looking at that. There weren't enough good jobs at Jacksonville, and now that's refreshed. But there's one really good one down here in St. Martin, going over to Daytona Beach, which is another one of our bases. So a lot more options for jobs when we get there. Because we got about 3 more episodes, including this one, in the 737. Then we'll be at episode 300, and I'll bring out the 787 for that. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Just for the 300 episode, bring out the 787 that everybody's been waiting on forever. And it's finally out. It's been out for a little while now, but... In fact, they just put out another update on it. I already accepted that, didn't I? I don't know why I clicked that. And now it's gone. There it goes. Alright, so let's find this 737 down here. St. Martin. Yeah, we got to move down there. $1,006. That's not much. Alright, it's 28,000 miles. I actually totally forgot to even write. I've got the entire flight plan, but I forgot exactly the fuel and the cargo. The cargo isn't the problem. Usually the problem's with the fuel, so I'll need to write that down in just a second. I'm going to put it 1,400. I'll give us 300 extra. Let's see. If you're looking at St. Martin right here, the SID actually takes you out like that. So it's going to be a little bit farther. We could be working a little bit against the wind as well. I think 300 extra. I'll put up 1462 for the nautical miles. So we'll go ahead and use that, and we'll go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright everybody, here we are in the plane. Let me check those fuel pumps. Alright, everything looks good there. We got a good turn on our lights. I had a warning about the fuel pumps just a second ago. I think we're going to have to shut those off here in just a second. But alright, put those in steady, anti-collision on. We're over at the heavy gate, one of the heavy gates. I'm not sure exactly where that is. So there's no one over to the jetways. That's kind of weird. Alright, let's go down here to the FMC. I know I'm still out of date. Eventually I'll get around to finishing that episode, or that video I was making. I'll finally be able to, because we're over at 12 now. Oh well. TNCM is the airport. Alright, let's go over here. TNCM to Daytona Beach. This is KDAB. We'll actually come in from a different way. Usually you come in flying to the east. What is it? I can't even remember that. It's runway 7 left or something. And this time we're actually going to approach from the ocean due to the weather. Alright, so let's go over here to the departures and arrivals. We're going to depart on runway 9. Well, it's 10 on here. And Jolma 2 transition at Juice. There we go. As you can see, like I said, we come out and around a little bit. Now, there was no great approach. There's no star for Daytona. So this might look a little weird. We'll have to check this out and make sure this works. ILS for 25 right. See, I don't have the transition. Those, I wanted to say it could be JODA, but I don't think any of those are actually correct. Let me look over here. I don't see any of that. Well, Mallet? Could it be Mallet? $25 right, JODA. I didn't see any of that, so we'll just take it there. All right, let's go over to the index. That's not what I wanted. 0 fuel weight. We'll get that in. Reserves, we'll say 3 as usual. We'll do 80 on the cost index. Kind of light. Let's fly. I can't remember if it's more north or more west. I think it's more to the west. Actually, I think it's a little more to the north. So let's do 35,000. Alright, no derate on the takeoff. I don't think anyone derates it here at Princess Juliana, because it's so short. And there's a mountain on the other side. Everyone always, revs up the engines before they go anyway. Their center of gravity. Alright, trim is 5.46. Let's go ahead and put that in. That looks about good right there. V2 is 127. There we go, 127. That looks good. Alright, so now let's go over and we'll get our legs and do this in just a second. We'll check out and make sure everything works. I was just looking for the other ones. I don't see any of those. OMN was another one. Yeah, I don't see any of that. That's how it is in a lot of Florida. It's a very weird area if you ever look at it. There's not a whole lot of like SIDS and stuff in just odd areas. I think maybe because there's so many airports and so much airspace. I don't know. It's always kind of odd like that. I'm gonna move this up here a little bit. Let's see better. We'll check that approach. That's what I'm most worried about. So maybe it is a little more west and we need to go like 36,000 or something. There's a lot of waypoints in here. Here we go. Alright, so it does cut over and it does it itself pretty good. Alright, so that looks good actually. Don't have to worry about that. And let's get our approach speed. Alright, so runway 9, or 10 as it says on this, is 096 degrees. Let's go ahead and put that in. Let's check exactly how we taxi over. I guess we can come over here. Alright, we don't have to get on there. I'm pretty sure our big plane can taxi over to that one. Yeah. I don't think we're too big for that. Well, now we've lost the sound. Alright, so turn on the TCAS. Go ahead and turn on the flight directors. Radios from the minimums. Alright, let's flip on the taxi light. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Parking brake is off. Hard right here. We're probably gonna ding wings. Sorry, United. Did we actually hit them? We'll never know, probably. Couldn't get a good view though. There we go. Accidentally hit that first view outside for the wheels. Okay, it screwed me up there. Delta and United, a lot of American airliners down here. Of course, the big famous one they don't even fly anymore is the KLM 747. That really sucks. It's like the most famous one for the landing here. That's when I did my landing video here, and I actually did an FSX flight here from the Netherlands using this KLM 747. Beautiful plane. 1, 2, 5, 10 on the flaps. Yeah, it's a much wider area over here than it looked like from back there. And we'll take a right here. I'm not gonna... I think as light as we are, we won't have a problem, but we'll go to the right. Just do it. I want to see if I can rev up the engines. We might get a sandblast, but I wish we could see like people like holding on to the fences. That would have been an awesome addition. So hopefully Princess Julian is going to get back to normal. Of course, they got destroyed pretty much in that hurricane. In fact, in Air Hauler 2, we were doing that emergency housing mission. Hopefully, it's been a few months. Hopefully, they're getting it all back together, man. Airport is awesome. All right, I don't see anybody anywhere. Can't check the other end. Just go ahead and turn on the landing lights. Strobes. Go ahead and put auto throttles. Brakes and RTO. Oh, one thing I forgot about the altitude. I think I'm going to stick with 35,000. I love those birds, man. Here's 35,000. So there's people standing over there, but if you revved up your engines and they were like holding on to the gate in here, that would be awesome. Ah, we went too far. I knew we were gonna do that. I was trying to mess with my views over here. And that kind of screws things up because I gotta take my hand off. That's a little bit better right there. $35,000. We're pretty much landing at sea level. That all looks good. I don't know why. Sometimes that doesn't seem like it. It's not right there. It goes. All right, auto throttles are set. VNAV and LNAV. Flaps are set. Landing lights. Everything looks good here. I want to see something. I'm going to hold the brakes. As we rev it up. Yes, we keep. Might be too far to even create the sandblast. Let's get out of here. Toga. $80 knots. I don't know why they don't do the 80 knot call out. They do the other ones.
V1. V1. Rotate. V2.
Alright, positive rate. Gears coming up. Flaps going to 5, and here's the turn. That is a huge bank. Trying to get it back in the crosshairs. Have to bring the nose back up. I was on it, but I gotta let go to come over here and get the autopilot on. But that is a huge banking turn there. Flaps going to 1. Trying to look at some of that scenery. It's really good. Flaps fully retracting. Taxi light, you can come off. Auto brakes off. Here you go off. I gotta do my OCD right there. I hate that. Let's take a look outside real quick, because you got Princess Julian. I don't know if we can still see it. Yeah, kinda. That Great scenery over there. Alright, so let's look over here. Progress. So we've got enough fuel, 3.9. I'll probably go up a little bit. Or it could go down because of the wind. And it will land about 1942, so just under 3 hours. It's a little bit longer of a flight than I would have thought. 3 hours. Turn it to the right. I guess we're going to go by the island again, although we'll be pretty far out. Up on 8,500 feet. Go ahead and move the range up a bit. Hopefully we'll be able to see. We're going to be way too far though, I guess. Go ahead and retract the landing lights. Turn the landing lights off. Yeah, but that flight, almost 3 hours, that's a lot longer than I was kind of thinking, because quite honestly, it's not that far from Miami, and Miami is not far off from Daytona Beach. I think part of it is it comes straight over to the west a little bit more, and then shoots up north instead of going diagonal, which would be a little bit quicker, cut off a little bit of mileage. Yeah, it's right straight across from us, but with the clouds too, we're just not going to be able to see it. I should probably turn down the cockpit noise, man. That wind is really, really loud. Alright, but we got about 2 hours and 50 minutes or so until we'll be on the ground, if that holds. Alright, so since there's nothing really else to see, we're over the ocean. I keep wanting to say Suma, that other airport over here, for whatever reason I can't remember. I was gonna like, we should go over and land there. I'll never land that daggone thing. I don't know why I can't remember the daggone name of that airport. Alright, anyhow, let's go ahead, I'll go ahead and speed on up, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody's slowing it down to normal speed here. Getting close. I knew at 4X this thing was going to start stuttering bad and start using up a ton of memory, so I thought we'd stop, get back down to normal speed a little earlier. It's actually a ton of scenery. That actually, the area that it covers is actually a little bit further than I thought for Daytona Beach, although I don't think we've ever really come to the south. Every time that we depart, it always seems like we could go to the north, I think. That, I believe, is another airport. That's not Daytona Beach. Let's see, I think I can probably pull up which one that is, but eh. Yeah, and I think this is the first time we've ever approached from the ocean side, going west. It's always came in the other way. That is not our airport though, right? That would be that diagonal. I don't know. I don't think that's us though. Right? Because ours is a little bit more ahead of us. So it's over in here. And I didn't see the Daytona, the raceway there. Drag required. About the speed brake. You see we're a little high because of the speed. 121, so our approach rate will be 126. Let's see us coming back. Auto brake set at 2. The speed brake was armed. Of course, now we've got that out. And let's see move down the range. And the heading is, I didn't even write down the heading, but it's got it here. 252. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Under 600 feet high now. So it looks like we'll be flying right into the wind. Landing right into the wind. Mute my mic for a minute. Alright, I'm back. I'm on 300 feet high. Can just about get rid of this. Speed needs to be at 213. So she's fighting to get down on the speed. I don't think she's going to be able to do it on her own. Yes, drag required again. Stop with the drag required. I know that we need drag required. Wow, it drops down 70 knots there, too. Flaps to 1. One, 2, 1, so 126. Approach. Flaps to 2. As we straighten up, I'm going to put the gear down as well. That might help. It'll definitely help. We probably actually don't need it. Alright, spoilers are armed. Gears coming down. See the airport right over here. So localizer, that's like the first time in forever it seems that we have an airport where you can get the localizer first before having to hit the glide slope. I'm gonna let this go down to 2,000. Let's see, we're less than 10 out. Get these flaps out. See, we're pitched up as well. Trying to hold that altitude or whatever. Alright. Approach hold is clicked. We actually slowed down a lot quicker than I thought we would. I thought we might have a bit of a problem, but it ended up pretty daggone good. Or I should say early. Bring this down to 1,000 because I don't think Derek captured it. I was gonna say I didn't feel like we were good yet. 130. It'll be 126 if I remember correctly. Get that off there. For some reason I was having a hard time remembering that. 126. As you can see, we're a little pitched up because we're just above that speed. Let it go to 135. Just an approach for 3,000. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the auto throttles off and get. At a little bit of power, we can stop that pitch up crap. Alright, we got one more notch to go on the flaps. We're a little fast now. One, two, six. All right, we're at full flaps. Bringing the power down, but it's taking a little while to slow down. The speed's finally coming down. That took a while. I'm gonna add just a little bit more power because she's gonna bring that nose up.
1,000.
Autopilot is off. Getting slightly low. We're good. Everything looks really good. I'm sure I'll manage to screw this up somehow. We're a little off to the right. Oh, we got down a little bit there. Don't get too slow. Off the power.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Off to the left, maybe a little hard. Yeah. Man, we were approaching so good, and as I said, I'll find somewhere to screw this up, and I did. Daggone it! I mean, that was like almost a perfect approach. I'm not sure. I didn't see the speed because once we hit that threshold, I got off the power and I was thinking, I don't think it's too early, and I started the flare about 20 feet. And I don't know, it just felt like we came down kind of hard. And obviously it did say a positive, like we broke something. Alright. Flight directors are off. With the TCAS off. You can hear the race cars. Landing lights coming off. Strobes off. I'm going to go ahead and turn the APU on. Auto brakes can go off. Track those. Yeah, I can stop the recording. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing, you know, to come in with such a great approach. Because we have so many bad approaches, we set ourselves up for failure. And that time we did it really great and managed to butcher it at the end. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Like I said, we came down hard, but I'm not sure about the speed. I'll have to look at that. But that's probably what it was. We probably got off the power a little too early. I should have gotten down a little more gradually. Because I meant to bring the nose down fairly quick and then flare. I did that. Maybe I just didn't flare quite soon enough, or didn't flare enough. I'll have to look at the replay. Not really sure where we want to go. Usually we're on the other side of this building, but I was thinking about just going up to the jetways. Let me look right here when I get my nose around. Yeah, see, there's no jetway on the end. That kind of sucks. Also is APU. The APU's coming on. Bleed air. Oh, because you know what? One thing, I always forget this. Why do I always forget that? Alright, there. At the very end of the flight. I don't know why I can never remember that. Probably because when it starts up, it's already running. So I always forget about that. I probably should go over there, technically, but I want to go over to these jetways. So I'm just getting ready for. Hopefully we haven't missed this one. Ah! Coming in pretty nice for it. Yeah, this will work. Although, of course, we're not a passenger plane, but never hurt nobody. Came in a little fast there. We'll stop her right here, throw on the parking brake, turn off that taxi light. APU is running. So let's flip over to the APU generator. Those generators are off. And we're on the APU. So we can turn our lights off. I think everything is good there. Alright, well with that, let's go over to air hauler. Here we go. Yeah, 4% damage, man. We must have really come down hard, because that really sucks. Wow, 4% damage, huh? So that'll probably screw up this flight, because it was only 180 grand, which not a long flight, not huge paying. So if we did 180,000 damage. Oh, what are we flying? 700. It'll be more expensive than normal. The other one of them was already slightly damaged. Yeah, it was this one. So I don't know. We won't be able to tell exactly how much repair. So it's 930,000 for 18%. So if it's 930,000, each percent cost 51.6. That times we did 4% damage. 206,000. We only got paid 180 minus the fuel as well. So we actually lost money on that flight. Dang on it. Yeah, like I said, I want to watch that replay and find out exactly what did I do wrong. I think we just got too slow and we probably dropped down. That's my guess. And I may have not flared enough, but I don't know. Alright, so we're obviously not flying to Hong Kong from here. I see. I would love to do flights to Atlanta, but Atlanta is so hard to do. The scenery there is so dense. Even without scenery, it's makes it pointless. Wichita, that's a little, well, 700 might be able to do that. Oh, that's right. We're in the 700. I was thinking 700 and 300 was 700 and 900. See, 24,000. We just can't do flights like that. Wow, these are like all too heavy. I'm not flying to Bismarck for $1,500. I'll tell you that. See, over at Jacksonville, last time I checked Jacksonville, they were kind of crappy. So I might have to wait on some flights. Wait for this to refresh. St. George, I see we could go to Bismarck. That doesn't pay anything, though. Vienna is way too far. Huntington we could do, but see, it's way too heavy. Oslo, Dallas, way too heavy. London is clear over. I don't know if we got the range. It's probably close to being the right weight at 66,000. And what was the range on this? 32,000. Yeah, so we can't even get there. Roxborough and Kearney, like that. It's not quite long enough. We could probably land it there, but if I want to risk it. Calgary is a bit far. So what I'll probably end up having to do is just wait for this thing to refresh. And Daytona Beach, since we got our small plane there, next time it refreshes will be good too. So we got 2 more flights, and then we'll move over to the 787. I think that's the plan. So that's going to be the end of this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.